Hi everybody and welcome once again to NJPW Extra. I'm Chris Charlton right here in the NJPW Event Center where we are counting down the days to historic crossover November the 20th in the brand new Ariake Arena on NJPW World Pay-Per-View, live and in English from ringside. Let's take a look at what's brought about the big matches on this historic event. The main event on November the 20th will see the first ever IWGP Women's Champion crowned when Mayu Iwatani faces KAIRI. A 5.5-year gap between two generational rivals and two women who have spearheaded their genre of professional wrestling all the way around the world will disappear on November the 20th. KAIRI saying in the press conference this week it isn't about women's wrestling and it isn't about men's wrestling but professional wrestling. And a celebration of that is what fans will see in Ariake Arena. Yet from a personal main event to a different kind of personal semi, as the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship will be on the line for Will Ospreay as he defends against the returning roughneck Shota Umino. Ospreay threw out an open challenge after defending the US title in a fantastic main event at Battle Autumn in Osaka against Tetsuya Naito. Umino was the one to answer that challenge with a lot of history with the Commonwealth Kingpin, going back to his excursion in the UK and then most recently to Royal Quest 2 in London, where a special singles match ended prematurely due to a quick stoppage by referee Red Shoes Uno. Now a rematch with the title on the line could see one of the most impactful returns from excursion in New Japan Pro Wrestling history. Ariake Arena will also see the final appearance in New Japan Pro Wrestling for the great Muta. Well over 30 years of history for the Dark Demon of professional wrestling comes to an end in the Cerulean Blue Sunday, November 20th, as he teams with Kazuchika Okada and Toru Yano against the United Empire. When Great Okan faced Yano in the first round at the NJPW World TV Championship Tournament, things looked in full control for Great Okan until the lights went out in Korakuen Hall. The Great Muta appeared to miss Okan in the eyes for the second time after Great Muta had turned on his partner in a match for Pro Wrestling Noah earlier in the autumn. As Toru Yano celebrated victory, a hesitant handshake was accepted. Yano and Great Muta have a strange connection going back 8 years and now will reunite alongside the Ultimate Ringer, Kazuchika Okada, to face Jeff Cobb, Okan, and Aaron Hanare. 3 amazing mixed tag matches will also highlight the card in Ariake. Maika and Hiroki Goto present a powerful team against an Itsuzai combination of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Utami Hayashishita. Should World of Stardom champion Shuri manage to hang on to her belt against Hayashishita in Osaka on November the 19th, then she will be on a collision course with 5-star Grand Prix winner Julia at the end of the year, and Julia and Shuri are sure to butt heads as the UFC combination of Shuri and Tom Lawler face Zack Sabre Julia teaming with Zack Sabre Jr. And an 8-person tag has some very interesting connective tissue, as Suzuki-gun will be split apart, one half El Desperado and Doki, teaming with the Black Desire combination of Momo Watanabe and Starlight Kid, and on the other side of the ring a combination of Meltier and Marutir, the Goddesses of Stardom champions Tam Nakano and Natsupoi, combining with Taichi and Yoshinobu Kanemaru for what is sure to be a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Make sure you watch the entire historic crossover card only on pay-per-view on njpwworld.com, live and in English on November the 20th. So, historic crossover coming up Sunday, November the 20th. Do not miss a moment, live in English ringside on NJPW World Pay-Per-View. And then the very next night, Super Junior Tag League kicks off along with World Tag League on November the 22nd. It all starts with 2 big live English opening events from Korakuen Hall with cheering crowds on NJPW World, and then we'll move all the way through the tour live on NJPW World and in English on demand until our live English final December the 14th in Sendai. Make sure you're there for every single second. And speaking of November 20th in Ariake Arena, November 20th also sees NJPW Strong return to the Vermont Hollywood for a loaded lineup with 2 championship matches, guests from CMLL, and much more. So make sure you're a part of the action. Tickets available njpw1972.com. And next time on Extra, we'll take a look at what's been happening all the way through the year for New Japan Pro Wrestling overseas. Until then, ごきげんよう。さよなら。